Hello YouTube. Right, I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm kind of getting back into the rhythm of watching myself on the screen. Basically, it's 3 a.m. exactly here in London, and just before I went to bed, I did a little bit of random browsing and came across a video that made me want to make this video response. I'm going to tell you what the story was really quickly because otherwise you'll go and watch it on their page and then they'll get the view, and well, that would just ruin it, wouldn't it? In essence, it was a bus trip from Canada that went wrong. A guy who was 40, he was sat next to a teenager who was sleeping away, listening to music on his headphones, doing, general sleeping stuff, maybe snoring, I don't know. And the 40-year-old guy just started stabbing. I don't know why I did the action, you know what stabbing is, but stabbing the teenager in the chair next to him. And after he'd stabbed him about 40 times, and the bus had been pulled over and everyone had fled like Japanese from Godzilla, he decided to cut off the head of the person next to him, or well, probably on the floor now, and then he picked up the head of the teenager and started to walk on the bus with it and use it to taunt police when they arrived. Um, the reason I wanted to make this video was Phil, Sexy Phil, who probably really likes it that everyone keeps calling him Sexy Phil. Yeah, I don't think you're that sexy, but still. Sexy Phil made a video talking about it, and I wanted to make a response because he asked what we think of that. And he said, why don't you just, kill the person, forget the trial, just, he's obviously guilty, because he's done this thing. I don't agree with killing him, the person who did the murder. I'm very against death penalty and killing other people, because by your own self-righteous standard, if some, if one person A, gets killed by person B, then person B deserves to die by this theory, right? So when person B is killed by person C, to keep that law or that idea that if you kill someone you deserve to be killed, person C now needs to be killed by person D, and so on and so forth. And eventually that will lead to the extermination of the human race, except for one lonely lemming of a person who gets to stab themselves around a corpse of everyone else who they've ever loved or hated who's been killed. So I don't agree they should be killed. And I don't know, I think the crime was fucked up, but I think put the guy in jail for life. I mean, in my opinion, this is how far against the death penalty I am. So someone could come into my house right now, and I'd be scared obviously because it's just after 3 in the morning. They could kill my parents, they could cut my dog up, they could destroy everything in my room that I've ever loved, and I would still, if they got like a death penalty, probably appeal it, or I wouldn't appeal it, but I would only go for life in prison to get them in, because I just don't, I don't know, I don't think it works. It doesn't work as a deterrent. It doesn't work as a, I don't know, it's just also, it's a very easy escape route for that person, because like killing someone, they're like dead instantly. Well, not instantly, all the time, obviously within a couple of minutes for stuff like the gas chamber, or for, I don't know, for the electric chair, I think it takes a couple of minutes for the electricity to properly kill you. Even with a guillotine, your head, you still remain some level of consciousness for about 10 seconds after. But I still wouldn't agree on killing the person. Life in prison is the way I'd go with that. I'll be interested to see when they release more information what his motive was, if he had one. If he didn't have one, again, I mean, if he didn't have one, it's clear that he would be a psychopath. And there are only 3 types of murder you can ever have. There's crime passion. Sorry, I'm off the screen. Crime passion for money, and just insane killer person who thinks it's okay and cool. Yeah, cut someone up. It's nice. For the insane killer person, they're not going to be deterred by it, and I don't think they'll suffer at all. Well, I mean, they'll suffer physically, but I think they'd suffer more having to live out their days in a prison. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on the topic. Yeah, please don't kill people. It's not nice. And even if the guy was snoring out loud, or if he was listening to really loud gangster rap music, that annoys me on the train, but I wouldn't stab someone up. That's just cruel and not very nice. And not very Christian or neighbourly, or where was he? He wasn't, I don't know. But yeah, I don't advocate killing people. Please, don't kill me. If you're watching this, I don't know, do they have YouTube in prisons?